Pregnant women cannot do microblading. And when I say microblading, I mean semi-permanent makeup, semi-permanent procedures. That's microbladed brows, ombre brows, micro shading, nano brows, combo brows, lash extensions, teeth whitening, semi-permanent tattoos. All of the above, pregnant women cannot do it. Pregnant women, please, I am begging. Please, I am begging. Do not do semi-permanent anything when you are pregnant. You can only do it at least 4 months postpartum. That is after you have put to birth. That is when you can even start thinking of booking an appointment to do any semi-permanent procedure. Though there's not like a definitive ban on doing any of these procedures, but it's generally not recommended for pregnant women to get microblading or any semi-permanent procedure. Okay, the primary reasons is the increased risk of infection due to lowered immunity on a good majority of pregnant women, especially black women. Okay, the potential for skin reactions to the numbing agents that are being used before, during, and after the procedure. For me, I use before, during, and after because I like my procedure to be very seamless. I do not like my clients to be in any sort of pain. Okay, so due to potential skin reaction, it is not recommended. And also the lack of comprehensive studies in the safety of pigments and other chemicals used during the procedure for the fetus. When I say fetus, I mean the baby. Okay, the baby I don't even know why I said fetus. We already know that when it comes to women's health, when it comes to pregnancy, aside from pregnancy, just women's health in general, the studies are just very few. Okay, let's not lie to ourselves. So there are so many things that they don't even look into. See PCOS. It's not recent that people are starting to come up and say things about PCOS. So now imagine something that is as frivolous as semi-permanent makeup. They'll see it as fashion, even though it is fashion. Okay, but it's not taken as seriously. Okay, so there is no more studies to back it up, but just to be on the safer side, is best to avoid it. Okay. Another thing is the hormonal changes that happens during pregnancies can also affect the healing and pigment retention, potentially leading to less than ideal results, in the sense that you don't want a situation where you do your microbladed brows and then when your body is done healing after all the stress and the money you've spent, you end up retaining just like 10% of the color. You would end up blaming your artists, that your artists didn't know what they were doing, that they made a mistake, that they are a fraud, they stole your money, blah 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 blah. I had to add that extra blah. It was very, very important. So just to avoid all of that, because on a normal day, after a first session, for someone that is not even pregnant, the body generally loses like 20 to 30% of the added color, of the added pigment. Now imagine a normal person losing 20 to 30%, then your body is so focused on the growth of your fetus or the growth of your baby, you think your body have time to be healing and accepting pigments that you implanted on your brows, you implanted on your lips. I even forgot to mention lip blushing too. It's part of semi-permanent makeup. Okay, so just to avoid all of that, don't even do it at all. For those that badly want to do something on their brows, let me say the alternatives could be eyebrow tinting. You could go for that. You could do normal brow pencil, like just normal makeup. Okay, or if you badly want to do something, you can just wait until after you've put to birth, like at least 4 months postpartum. That is 4 months after you've put to birth. That is the time frame that it's safe to do microblading or any type of brows or lip blushing or teeth whitening. See, please, pregnant women, tell your artists, please, if you're good, as far as you're pregnant, if you want to do anything on your body that involves healing in any way, tell the person that is doing it for you. I've had so many cases, you guys, so many cases of women that will book appointments with me. Some will even book weeks ahead, months ahead, and then on the day of the procedure, that's when they'll tell me they're pregnant. I had a client that booked me like 2 months ahead. On the day of the procedure, I mapped her brows. She accepted and approved of the mapping. I numbed her brows. I was about to start the main brows. When I turned on the machine, immediately she heard the vrrr of the machine. She was not like, I hope it's not going to affect me in any way. I was like, what do you mean affect you? Because before I started the procedure, that's even before I even mapped the client, because we have to have a mini consultation before we start the procedure. We explain, we'll have a conversation of what you want to gain, what you want out of the procedure, the type of brows you want. We'll discuss about colors and all of that. And I explain the healing process to the clients so that you know if it's something you can do. So you understand what the process is like, what to expect when your brows are healing, the percentage of pigment your body is expected to retain. Okay, so I'd already had this conversation with her. I'd already done consultation, so I was confused on why she brought that up out of the blues. And she was like, oh no, that she's pregnant. I felt she had to pay a cancellation fee, because that was the time I was supposed to work on a client. She was even lucky I did not collect full payment, because what do you mean? And it even got me to another topic where people do not do their research. For me, if I want to do something new I've never done before, I research the hell out of it. To buy a new phone, the way I will research to make sure that the phone that I am looking at, that I want to buy, is good. It has the features that I want. Guys, please talk to your artist. Talk to anybody if you want to do any procedure before you book your appointment. Make sure that you know what you're stepping into. You know what you're getting yourself into. Don't just go in blindsided. Don't just go in blind. Please. The economy is too tough to do things that way. Okay, so I just wanted to do a little PSA for you guys. Take care and enjoy my beautiful brows. Bye.